Hello everyone. This lesson will review how to perform quarter notes, quarter rests, half notes, half rests, and eighth notes in 4/4 time. Before we begin, let's take a look at the bottom number of this time signature. Remember, the bottom number tells us that the quarter note counts as one beat of sound. The quarter rest lasts for the same amount of time as the quarter note, but it is silent. Let's now look at the two measures on the bottom of the slide. You see that in both measures we are counting to 4. Here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and again here. 1, 2, 3, 4. We know to do this because the top number of our time signature here tells us that there are 4 beats per measure. This first measure has 4 quarter notes, so we're going to count and clap everything out loud like this. Ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4. In the next measure, we are going to hold our hands apart and whisper the beat numbers where we see the quarter rests. This is indicated by the parentheses around beats 2 and 4. Let's give that a try. Ready? And 1, 3. Now let's take a look at half notes and half rests. These last twice as long as quarter notes and quarter rests. See here, a half note receives 2 beats of sound, while a half rest receives 2 beats of silence. Also notice that a half rest looks a little bit like a hat. If we remember that the word half starts with the letters H and A, and the letter hat starts with the letters H and A, it might help us to recognize those half rests when we see them in the music. When we perform half notes, we clap on the first beat and then either hold our hands together or pull them down on the second beat. We're reminded to do that when we see these arched lines or ties connecting the 2 beats together, like we see them here in beats 1 and 2 underneath this half note, and we see them here in beats 3 and 4 underneath the second half note. And then again, in this measure here, there's a half note, and then we've got beats 1 and 2 connected by the tie. Let's give this first measure a try with the 2 half notes in it. Ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4. And now let's give this second measure a try. Here we have a half note, followed by a half rest, looks like the line's wearing a hat, and beats 3 and 4 are in parentheses to remind us that that half rest is 2 beats of silence. Here we go. Ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4. Finally, let's talk about eighth notes. Eighth notes divide the beat into 2 sounds of equal length. Whenever a pair of eighth notes appear, we will speak the beat number followed by the word and, which is represented by the plus sign. In the past, we've patted eighth notes on our legs, but here I'm going to clap them so you can hear them better. You can perform them either way, whichever works best for you. Let's try performing this measure of eighth notes before we move on. Ready? And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Notice that those eighth notes move twice as fast as the quarter notes that we performed earlier. Let's do that one more time. Ready? Go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. These 2 examples combine everything that we've learned in this lesson. Let's give each of them a try, first individually and then one right after the other without stopping. Let's start with letter A. Ready, and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And now let's try letter B. Letter B's got a lot going on. We've got our half note, followed by our half rest, 2 beats of silence. Then we've got a quarter note, followed by a quarter rest, which is silent for 1 beat. And then that quarter rest is immediately followed by 2 eighth notes, a pair of eighth notes. Let's put it all together for letter B. Ready, and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And now let's try to do A and B, one right after the other. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 3, and 4. Here are 3 more examples. Again, let's perform them individually first, and then perform all 3 of them without stopping. Let's start with letter C. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. And now letter D. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. And now letter E. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 and 4. And now let's do them all together from letter C to letter E without stopping, starting with C. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. 1, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 and 4. I hope this lesson helped you to better understand how to perform these rhythms. Remember, learning to read music is like learning a new language. It takes time and patience, but if you practice, it becomes a little easier every day. So happy practicing, guys. Take care.